Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to describe the basic structure of a program and what that structure is. That structure is basically depends on the compiler that you are using. So I will use Borland C++ compiler, and in this compiler, what the basic structure of our program is, I'm going to describe that. So your program must have some statement which are related to the preprocessor directive. Preprocessor directive, that is the first segment. Your program may have some comment lines which explain what the program is and what this program is doing. And then we have void main void. The first void is void means the null or the blank. The first void indicates that we are not going to take anything outside to this program, and this void is indicating that we are not bringing or uh, whenever we are coming to the program, we are not taking any of the inputs. So these are the inputs which are blank, and this is the output which is also blank here. After void main void, we may have either integer or float or any other data type here at this place as well as at this place. Now you have a opening brace and a closing brace, and in the middle you have some statements. The statement one, semicolon, statement two, semicolon. Any of the statement we can use. Statement n. So this is the basic structure of a program, and in a very simple way, we can have. Suppose we want to use int here, as I gave you in the last example. The returning data type is integer, so we have to take integer value uh, whenever we are taking the exit from this program. Main void, or instead of void we can keep it blank. In the bracket we are going to declare the 2 or 3 variables, like suppose I'm going to define an integer variable x, then another integer variable y, and z. So I can declare the 1 or 2 variable in one line, or we can declare these variable in the separate lines. The next statement that I want to represent here is the input and output. I want to take the two inputs x and y and then calculate the z. So input statement is cin x. The user will input the value of x, cin y. User have to input the value of y. Then a calculation statement I have, c is equal, z is equal to x plus y. We have to add these two numbers, and then c out is the output statement, c out z. So you can observe we have a arrow towards the variable in scene, and we have a arrow towards the c out in the output statement. And because I used int as a returning data type, so I have a return 0 statement here. return 0 and a semicolon with the closing brace. So this is called declaration. This segment is called declaration, variable declaration. The second segment is called inputs. This is one segment, this is second segment, this is inputs. Instead of input, I can use assignment statements as well. We can directly assign some constants to these variables. The third step is this. What we are doing here, process or calculations. And the last is the output statement. We may have one or more output statement in our program. These are the outputs on the screen. This is also an output, but this output will take 0 towards the operating system, which indicates to the operating system that the program finishes appropriately. Return 0 means there is no error. If there are some error in the program, we may return the error value to the operating system. So this is the basic structure of a program, and I want to execute this program in a development environment. This is the C++ compiler, dev C++ 5.11. The version of this compiler is 5.11. This is developed by the Borland company. And this segment is called my CPP script. The .cpp is the file name. File name is untitled1.cpp. We have to type the program first. Then we have to compile the program by F9, and we can run the program by F10. By F11, we can do both tasks at a time. So these are the three stages. In the first stage, either you have to type the program here or you have to copy and paste your program here. This is the first step. To type the program first, number one, type or paste. What option you want to use? Type or paste your program. This is step number one. In step number two, you have to compile your program. Number three, after compiling the program, there may be some error. So we need some debugging. What is debugging is? Debugging is the removing error from the program if there are. And the fourth step is, after debugging, you have to recompile the program and run the program or execute the program. Run oblique execute the program. So we have to do these steps into this compiler, and I want to show your first program that I initiated in the last lecture and described in the last lecture. I want to paste that code here. That code is known as the source file. Source file is to be pasted here, and then I will compile, debug, and run the program. So these are the steps that I'm going to move. Now I am going to copy the last program from my presentation and want to paste it into the dev compiler. So this is the dev compiler, and in dev compiler, I want to paste the program. As I pasted the program here, you can see that uh, some of the lines becomes colorful. The first line. The first line is what? The first line is a comment line. So you can see that the comment line becomes the command line becomes blue. Then we have preprocessor directive hash include. So you can see that the preprocessor directives becomes green, and using namespace std remains blank, int main remains blank, then as a blank bracket, int is the return data type. Then we have a building block and this code block. This code block is indented. That indentation is not necessary, but it will give us a better understanding of the program if we indent the program. Indentation is what? Indentation is we have to write down the lines of code in a slightly right hand side. To see out hello there is the string output. In this program there is no variable declaration, there is no input, there is only one output statement, and that is this one. So I am going to execute this program by execute compile. So you can see I am going to compile. After compilation, you can see at the bottom, what the bottom is indicating. Bottom is indicating that I'm going to focus it. Compilation result. Compilation result is what? Error 0, warning 0, output file untitled1.exe. You can change the name of the file before execution, or output size this, compilation time 98 seconds. It took the 98 seconds. So this was the first step in which I compile the program. The next step is I am going to execute this program. So click on execute and run, or I can press F10 button to run this program. So when I run the program, a separate window is opened, and you can see this separate window here. In this separate window, the output is shown. What the output is? Output is hello there. The only one line in the output. What the other things are? Other things are nothing. It's just press any key to continue, and you press the continue, this window will be closed and you will again to the IDE, right? I'm just pressing a command, any key from the keyboard, and you can see that I switched to the actual program. Now, what the actual program is, this is the compiler where I was before execution, I was here. So now that is the one complete process of compilation finished.